Welcome back to the channel. If you are returning, welcome. If you are new here, I am the Blunt Reader, and this is going to be the monthly for the sign of Pisces for March 2020, or whenever you see this video and it resonates with you. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it cannot and will not resonate with every single person who is watching this video. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so by going to my website at thebluntreader.com. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, where I post pick a card readings as well as channeled messages at The Blunt Reader. All of that information is going to be down below in the description box. For this reading, we are going to take a look at the general energy that is surrounding you or may potentially surround you in the month of March, as well as take a look at love and anything else that Spirit needs you to know. With all of that being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading, Pisces. Spirit, what is the theme for March for the sign of Pisces? Romance. Romance. This was actually at the bottom of the deck after I finished doing the pre-shuffling. So it looks like the month of March is going to be a very, I want to say heart-focused or love-focused month for you, whether that be romantic love, whether that be developing friendships, whether that be developing healthy business partnerships, family bonds, whatever the case may be. It seems like there's definitely a strong focus on love, on your heart, on I want to say opening up your heart, opening up yourself to receive love, but also receive material possessions. I feel like for some of you, you may have a hard time, taking gifts, or receiving gifts. Could also be receiving things like compliments and whatnot. But I feel like the month of March is putting you in a position where you're going to be receiving gifts or displays of love and affection, whether that be romantic or any other type of love. If it is your birthday, then happy birthday. If your birthday has already passed, then happy belated birthday. But I definitely get the sense that gifts are going to be important. In the month of March, I feel like there's going to be a lot of love, and you're going to be surrounded by a lot of love. For some of you, you're going to meet somebody new, and this is going to be one of those connections where it's almost instant. Like, you talk to this person and you feel like you've known them forever. That spark, that chemistry, that instant connection is going to be there. So far it looks like you got some good stuff going on, Pisces. What is the general energy surrounding the sign of Pisces for the month of March? We have the World. What is the general energy? We have the Five of Swords. What is the general energy surrounding Pisces in the month of March? We have the Seven of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. With this Seven of Pentacles, I feel like some of you have been waiting for something to happen. It honestly feels like waiting for something to end, with the World being here, this Five of Swords, especially because in this Five of Swords, these two people that are in the background have kind of just walked away. Like, they're fed up, they're tired of dealing with whoever this main person is, the main culprit. And I feel like you're just tired. You're tired of giving to something. It could be a job, it could be some sort of relationship. It could just be you feeling like you do so much in life in general, but it seems like you're really having to put in overtime in order to get what it is that you want and what it is that you desire, and it feels like it's never going to come. Because with the Seven of Pentacles, I just get the energy of I'm trying, I'm putting my best foot forward, I'm putting in the effort, I'm doing everything that I know how to do, and still there seems to be no reward. There seems to be no return on my investment. Maybe you've been going above and beyond at work, and you feel like you're being passed up for an opportunity for a promotion or just recognition, and people acknowledging the fact that you do a lot and you give a lot. Maybe you feel like you should have gotten a bonus, or you should be getting paid more. It just feels like you're at this point where you're looking for something different. You could also be kind of bored and feeling a little bit stagnant. maybe feeling a little bit complacent. The world being here says that you may feel like you're just kind of going in circles, but there's no real forward movement. For some of you, I feel like, especially when it pertains to like work, your career, your job, your business, you've really had to stand up for yourself, or this is something that you need to do in the month of March, is to stand up for yourself. The Seven of Wands that is at the bottom of the deck is somebody who is defending themselves, standing their ground, standing up for whatever it is that you believe in. And maybe not backing down with this Five of Swords. It doesn't mean that you just go and pick fights, because the Five of Swords is about conflict. But it says that the things that are important to you, you have to stand your ground on those things. But I feel like what you want is going to come. It just may be moving a little bit slowly. We'll see. Please clarify the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Six of Cups. And we have the Six of Swords. So what you could be waiting for is for somebody to come back to you, waiting for some sort of reconciliation with the Six of Swords. This is about moving away from this conflict that is here. So like I say, you could be tired, you could be fed up. Maybe what you're trying to get past and move away from is this conflict. Maybe not necessarily moving away from the relationship as a whole, but you're just tired of this repetitive cycle of things just being very tense, of there always being an argument. And with the Six of Cups, it's like reconciling and getting back to a place where things are good and things are flowing easily, and it's not as argumentative. The Seven of Pentacles, Six of Cups also says to me that this is a good time for you to really reflect on where you've been sowing your seeds, and if you've been sowing seeds and planting seeds in fertile ground, or if you've just been giving your energy and time to things that just are not going to work out. And you know that they're not going to work out because they haven't given you anything in return. Yet you still keep giving, yet you still keep trying. And for some of you, you're at that point where whatever this is for you, whether it's a job, a friendship, a relationship, a family situation, a living situation, whatever it is, you're just fed up and it's just like, I can't do this anymore. So for some of you, you are moving away from something, or at least contemplating moving away from it. Because it's just like, what am I getting? I see what I've given. The Seven of Pentacles. This is very contemplative energy, looking at all of the pentacles, looking at everything you've invested. It is going to be a month of you really taking inventory of where you've been giving your time and energy, and if you've gotten anything back in return. And if you haven't, then that's something that you got to take into consideration and decide whether this is something you want to work out with the Six of Cups, or something you want to leave behind with the Six of Swords. Please clarify the world. We have the High Priestess with the Three of Wands. I feel like growth and expansion is ultimately what your focus is. You're looking for something bigger. You're looking for something better. You're looking for something greater. You're looking for what you feel you deserve, and it is what you deserve. And I feel like it's something you can obtain, but one, you got to listen to your intuition with this High Priestess. For some of you, I feel like you may be considering leaving a job, a position, a career, maybe something that it may pay the bills, but there's no sense of true fulfillment, and you kind of just feel like your time is up there, like you did everything that you could. There's no room for you to grow anymore. You kind of, this is what you want, this growth and expansion, but where you currently are, it's not possible for you to grow anymore, or not in the way that you're looking to grow, not in the way that you're looking to elevate. For some of you, you need to physically move. So if that's been something you've considered, relocating to a different city, a different area, a different state, that may be a good move for you. Listen to your intuition. But I feel like the growth and the expansion that you want in whatever area of your life this is for, It's possible, but it's going to require that you do something different, because I feel like you've been planting seeds in the same garden that has already shown you like this isn't good land, this isn't good soil. It's not going to give you anything because it's not fertile enough. It doesn't have the proper components to help you grow something, to help you reap something. So whatever this is, again, it could be a relationship for some of you. It could be a dead-end job that's just not helping you grow. This company isn't helping you grow. The people that you work around aren't really contributing to you growing within this company, within this field, within this business. Whatever it is, it feels like you've been beating this dead horse, trying to get something to grow in an area that it just can't. And that's why it's time for you to make some sort of move. Again, for some of you, you could be physically moving. For others of you, you just need to move away from this relationship. You need to move away from this job. You need to move away from this particular field. Fill in the blank. But some moves have to be made in order for something different to happen. You feel like you've been going in circles because you have. Because you've just been doing the same thing over and over. Maybe tweaking something here and there, but you don't need to tweak anything. It feels like you just need to completely change your action plan. Or change where you have been putting this action into. Because it ain't working. Please clarify the Five of Swords. We have Strength. We have Death at the bottom of the deck, so you could be connected to a Scorpio, could also be connected to a Leo. Whatever the situation is, it's very difficult for you to move away from it, but I feel like it's difficult because you're allowing yourself to make decisions solely based on your emotions and whatever emotions and feelings you have tied to the situation. It's almost as if you feel you don't have any self-control when it comes to this, or like you don't have any control at all when it comes to this, when it comes to your life. Maybe things just feel like they're spiraling out of control and you don't really know what to do, but you're capable of taming it. You're capable of taming yourself, of taming your ego, of taming your mindset and the negative beliefs that you have that tell you that you can't do something, or that things aren't going to change, or that you're always going to be in this position. Please clarify Strength. Page of Wands. This is a messenger. This is communication. I feel like you're getting a way out. It's up to you whether or not you take it, though. I feel like the last few readings I've done for you, you've been revisiting something, going back to something. I feel like the Six of Swords has come out in your other readings. But I feel like you're getting a way out with this Three of Swords of something that you may feel trapped in, or you feel like you don't have any sense of direction. The High Priestess is here. Your intuition, listen to it. But I feel like you're getting a way out. Please clarify the Page of Wands. You're getting a way out of a toxic situation that is not healthy for you. Something that will take a lot of restraint, a lot of self-discipline for you to get out of it, or to get out of this routine, this pattern that you have been very committed to, but you still have a way out. For some of you, this is definitely a toxic partnership that you keep going back to. You keep, bouncing between the Six of Swords, Six of Cups. You leave, you come back. You leave, you come back. I feel like it may be time for you to leave this for good. It could also be you going back and forth contemplating whether you want to leave something or whether you want to stay and try and make it work. Could definitely have something to do with work as well. This could be a very toxic work situation that you're dealing with, where there's a lot of conflict, where you're not seeing eye to eye with people, where maybe you feel like all of the work falls on you, but you're not getting the recognition. Whatever the case may be, it's a toxic ass situation that you need to get out of, is what it all boils down to. Let's take a look and see what love has to say. I mean, I feel like for some of you, this definitely has to do with the relationship, but we gonna see. Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces regarding love? What messages do you have for Pisces regarding love? What messages do you have for the sign of Pisces regarding love? We have the Page of Swords. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. With this Page of Swords, it looks like very immature communication. Somebody starting fights and picking fights just because things that don't even need to be an argument become an argument, because maybe this person doesn't know how to communicate. Maybe you don't know how to communicate. Maybe this person is just petty as hell. We had the Five of Swords before, so it makes sense that there's definitely conflict and butting heads. Somebody's always on the defense. You can't even approach this person or say anything to this person without them feeling like you're attacking them, or vice versa. And with this Four of Cups, it just goes back to what I said before of somebody just feeling fed up. Like, no, I'm good. It's something being turned down. Like, I don't want to go on this ride anymore. I don't want to be on this emotional roller coaster anymore. I'm done. Like, this is it. Ten of Swords. Put a fork in me. I'm done. I did it. I did it again. I did it again and again, and I'm done. I feel like somebody's finally fed up. Like, I'm not going through this anymore. I mean, it's about time, but for some of you, it's about time that you got to this point. And you should be proud of yourself for getting to this point and leaving a situation, even if it is difficult for you to leave said situation. That Strength card. It takes a lot of strength to walk away from something and somebody that you really care about, that you love, that you put a lot of time, energy, and effort into. And even if it takes you a long time to leave the situation, if you are strong enough to leave, to make these decisions, to walk away, that's something to be proud of. Please clarify the Ten of Swords. That up and walking away, but still feeling a little bit down about it, which is to be expected. Like I said, it's difficult to walk away from somebody and something that you saw a future with, somebody that you put in a lot of time, energy, and effort into. Maybe this person was being sneaky, maybe this person was being deceptive, maybe you felt like you kept getting the short end of the stick, maybe you're beating yourself up because you feel like you should have walked away sooner, or you shouldn't have done what you did. Whatever the case may be, there are some feelings of regret, shame, guilt, remorse, etc. But I feel like it's necessary for you to be in this Five of Cups energy for a little bit, to mourn the loss of what was, what could have been, and to allow yourself to feel your emotions, to feel what you need to feel in order to heal, and allow these emotions to come up and out. With this new moon in Pisces retrograde, it's a whole lot of that. We are in Pisces season. It's a whole lot of emotions. So allow yourself to feel what you need to feel, but don't allow yourself to be this person back here in the background who's kind of drowning in their emotions. Feel it, acknowledge it, release it. Please clarify the Page of Swords. This could also be this person kind of spying on you, low-key stalking you if you're not talking to one another. Yeah, because they definitely in their head. Eight of Swords. The Emperor. So this masculine energy is definitely feeling some type of way, especially because we have the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Definitely in his or her head about what has taken place. Feeling stuck. I feel like they don't really know what to do or how to handle you now that you have really shown that you're over it. Like that you're really done this time. It honestly feels like a situation, because especially for those of you where you like going back and forth with this person so much that they almost expect you to just always come to their rescue, to sweep in and, you know, save them, to help them, whatever it is that they're going through, whatever it is that they need you for, you've always been there. So they still expect you to be in this energy, and it's like you're not anymore. You're turning that down. Like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not giving to you anymore. it's not happening. And I feel like that's really messing with them, and they don't know how to handle that now. Because it's like, before you said you were done, but you were still there, so I didn't really believe it. But now when you say you're done, like you're really done, like you done. And they don't know how to handle that. Please clarify the Eight of Swords, the Emperor, and the Page of Swords. We have the Star. We have the Nine of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. I feel like for you, your biggest focus for the month of March and moving forward should be working on healing yourself. For some of you, there may be a bit of that energy of still like, well, maybe I should reach out, maybe I should help, maybe I should, whatever you feel you should do. I mean, I can't tell you what to do. If you feel like that's what you want to do, then do it. But I definitely feel like Spirit is saying in the month of March and moving forward to put this energy on yourself. All of the energy that you've been giving to this other person, to these other people, to these situations that have not produced any results, that keep giving you the same thing in return or giving you nothing at all. Take that energy back and put it into yourself. There is where you're going to find the success. There is where you're going to get the happiness, the fulfillment, the recognition that you're looking for. And I feel like once you take back your energy from this person, once you take back your power, they're really going to, they're not going to have a choice but to recognize all that you did for them, all that you've been to them, all that you've given to them. And I mean, it's gonna hurt once they feel your absence. And that's why I feel like the Star is here, which is about healing, but it's also, you know, being the star, being the center of attention. The Six of Wands being about status and kind of being up on the pedestal and getting the recognition. It's like everything that you've wanted from this person that they didn't give you before, they're going to want to give it to you now. And for some of you, that's why you're going to be in this Two of Pentacles energy, because they're going to be giving you what it is that you've wanted all along. But it's like, is it just because they need something? Eight of Swords energy. Is it something that they can maintain? Is it something that's going to be consistent? Or is it going to be like every other time? For a lot of you, I feel like it's going to be just like every other time. They want to kind of keep you in their pocket in order to really steal your energy and what you give to them, whatever that may be. So again, it's going to take restraint. It's going to take discipline on your behalf to not fall back into this trap and to do something different. Please clarify the Four of Cups. We have the Chariot. We have the King of Swords. We have Temperance. We have the Two of Wands. And we have the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Four of Cups, you turning down something, you turning down this person's advances, their offers, whatever it is that they're trying to give you. You get success from that. You get this recognition. You get the wish fulfillment. You get the opportunity to heal with the Star, with Temperance. The success comes from detaching yourself from this person, essentially. And I also feel like there's an opportunity for somebody else to come into the picture once you detach yourself from this person. It may not be immediate. With Temperance being here, this is about patience. But I feel like you do get what you wanted all along, and it just won't be with the person that you thought it would be with, which is why this Five of Cups energy is here. But we all know that in the Five of Cups, once you stop crying over the spilled milk, you see that there's two cups right behind you, that there's another opportunity right behind you. And there is another opportunity. This Two of Wands, success with this person could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person. Somebody who's very much so sure about what it is that they want and what they're looking for. Temperance is a really good card in terms of relationships because it talks about harmony. It talks about a harmonious, balanced relationship, which is essentially what you want, and it's not what you've gotten from this person that you've been connected with. So once you decide to cut your losses and leave it all behind, you get something better in due time. So Pisces, there you have it. I do hope that this is helpful for you, that it gives you some guidance, some clarity, and some insight. Again, if you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so by going to my website at thebluntreader.com. That information is down below in the description box, and I'll talk to y'all next time.